Morning students, I welcome you all for the online class of economics. As in the last class of economics, we were learning about the indifference curve analysis. Today we will be going to learn budget line or income line. Indifference curve we have learned through the features and all the things. Now we will be going to learn the budget line. A budget line is a line which shows all possible combinations of two goods that a consumer can buy with his given income and prices of the commodities. May I think the line is clear to you people and very easy. A budget line is nothing students, whatever expenditure amount we are having. Like for example, if your mother gives you rupees 100 for going to the market, it means in your hand only rupees 100 is there for the expenditure. Whatever goods you want to purchase, either the pencil, either the eraser or anything, it must be inside the budget line, that is rupees 100. If you are able to purchase within the 100 rupees, then only it will be called as budget line. So a budget line is a line which shows all possible combinations of two goods that a consumer can buy with his given income and prices of the commodities. So we have taken a consumer income has rupees 100. Out of this 100, if he saves 20 rupees, then left out is 80 rupees. Out of this 80 rupees, whatever combination of two goods he want to purchase in the market, it must come exactly to 80. It can be less than 80, but it cannot raise than 80 rupees. So that is itself is known as budget line. The equation of a budget line equals to Px, that is price of goods X, into X, that is the product, plus Py into Y, that is the price of goods Y, into income of Y, equals to M. Here we can see the abbreviation more clearly if you are having the problem. Then Px here is the price of commodity X. Any commodity, like for example apple, here the apple's cost we are taking as Px. Then X, quantity of goods, has we learnt in class 4th. When we want to get the total amount, how much we purchase, then definitely we will multiply the quantity of goods into the price of the goods. So here also we are doing the same. Px is the price of the goods and X is the quantity. When we will multiply it, we will get the cost we had paid for product X, plus Py into Y, that is product number 2, that is it can be oranges. Py, price of the goods, or price of goods orange, and M, Y is the quantity of commodity. So when we will multiply Py into Y, we will get total amount we are paying for oranges, and when we will multiply Px into X, we will get total amount spent on apples. When we will add both the amount which we had paid, we will get M, that is the total income of the consumer. That income of the consumer which he is ready to pay, which he has set as budget line. Example, suppose a consumer has income of rupees 200. Price of commodity X is rupees 40 per unit and price of commodity Y is 20 per unit. If he spend his whole income on good X only, then he can buy 5 units. How we got the 5 units? Here we can see there. What was the price of the goods X? That was 40. Px was 40. And what was the Py, price of commodity Y? That was Py equals to 20. If he spends his whole income on goods X, it means what was the income? Income we can take as Y or we can take as M. M equals to 200. Now can we get the calculation? If we will spend, here it has been said, if we will totally 200 rupees income of consumer is paid for only goods X, how many quantity we can get? We can get Q of how much we can get? Total income, that was 200 upon price of commodity X was 40 per unit. If we will divide both, we will get 5. So if he is ready to pay the whole 200 rupees his income for goods X, product X, then he will get 5 quantity of X if he is paying 200 rupees. Now same thing, if he is paying the whole income, Y is paid for commodity Y, then how much we will be getting? Quantity. Quantity equals to 200 the total income and the price was 20. how much goods he can purchase of commodity Y, that is 10. So this is the way how we will get the quantity, price of any commodity. Different possibilities are shown in table 2.4. Beside this, we can have a combination. Let us see consumption possibility schedule, commodity Y and commodity X. Commodity Y 10 units if we are paying, then commodity X definitely we cannot get 0. How the commodity Y units 10? Now only I had did and showed to you. If the consumer is ready to pay the whole 200 rupees for commodity Y, then the cost of commodity Y, how much it was? That was 20. So 200 total income upon 20 if we are doing, how much quantity the consumer can get? 10 units. And so if he is paying only for commodity Y 10 units, then definitely commodity X will be 0. He cannot purchase any more thing of commodity X. Same way, if he is purchasing commodity Y 8 units, definitely commodity X, how much he can get? 1. How this has been done? Like for example, 200 income was there. We got 20 units. 20 units of Y. 20 units of Y if we will get for price, 10 units of we had got for Y only we are doing for Y. If we are getting 10 units quantity at price 20, we are getting total 200. Here we are doing, if we are paying, the income of the person was 200, that was M equals to 200 was there. If the person is ready to pay only for Y, here we was getting quantity, how much quantity he can pay? He can get 10 units of Y he can get, and at price 20 rupees. Then here's total income will be 200. Now if suppose suppose 8 units he is purchasing. What is the 8 units cost? It will be 20 we are doing, then we are getting 160. It means out of 240 rupees is left out, 160 is paid for product Y. Then how many units of X we can purchase? Here whatever left out was 200 minus 160 we are getting, here we are getting 40. So here when we are getting 40, what is the cost of X? Px equals to 40. Okay, quantity, how much quantity we can purchase now? Definitely 40 rupees is left out, 40 rupees is the price of product X, we can get 1 unit of X. So this way it has been separate composition has been shown, that if 8 units we are ready to pay for Y, definitely 1 more unit of X we can purchase. Earlier it was 0. So this way we are thinking and proceeding. So if 6 units of Y he is purchasing, definitely how many rupees will be left out? That is 80 rupees. Out of 200, 80 rupees will be left out. In that situation, how many units of X we can purchase? Price of X is 40 rupees, and we had left out after consuming product Y. In this level, how many 6 units of Y we had purchased? Definitely how many income will be left out? 60 rupees will be left out of 200. So 80 rupees will be left out. So what was the price of X? That was 40. So income left out with us is 80. 80 divided by 40 we will do 2 units. 2 units of commodity X we can purchase. So this is the way composition is done to express us the budget line. It says that commodity, this much is the budget line of a consumer, more than that he cannot purchase, but less than that if he is not satisfied he can purchase more units of any of the commodity to satisfy his income level. Budget set. It is a collection or set of all the possible bundles or combination of 2 goods that the consumer can buy with his income and prevailing prices of the commodities. We can say this, the table which we are seeing before, table 2.4, it is a budget set. If we are able to purchase 10 units of Y, definitely 0 units of X we can consume. If we are ready to purchase 8 units of Y, definitely 1 unit of X. So this is one set. 10 is to 0, 8 is to 1, 6 units if we are able to purchase of Y with the given income, definitely 2 units of commodity X can be in our budget. So this set of goods which we can purchase within the budget line itself is known as budget set. So it is a combination or set of all the possible bundles or combination of two goods that the consumer can buy with his income and prevailing prices of the commodity. Next topic is budget constraint. The budget constraint shows that a consumer can choose any bundle as long as it costs less or equal to the income she has given income and prices of the goods. It can be written as Px into price of commodity X into quantity of X plus Py, that is the price of commodity Y, into quantity of Y, that must be less than or equals to M, but it cannot increase than M. You know, if we are having 100 rupees with us to the market, definitely in the pocket if 100 rupees we are having, either we will purchase equals to 100 rupees cost of goods, or we can purchase less of 100 rupees cost of goods, but we cannot purchase more than 100 rupees cost of goods because no one will be able to give to us if we are not having the money. So this stuff is known as the budget constraint. So the equation which we are getting, it's known as budget constraint. A budget constraint is graphically illustrated as a continuous straight line implying the assumption of perfect divisibility of goods. Both axes measures quantities of the commodities Px into X plus Py into Y equals to M. That is the Y equals to M upon Py minus Px into X upon Py. If X equals to 0, then Y equals to M upon Py. That is the M equals to the income, as we did now. The 200 was the income of the person divided by price of Y, that we got the how many units the person can purchase, 10 units he can purchase. And then the product Y, if Y equals to 0, it means if we don't want to purchase any product of Y, how many units of X we can purchase. For that, what we have did here M is the income of the person. That was the 200 in the last question, M. So here if we don't want to purchase Y equals, if the quantity purchased by us of Y equals to 0, definitely it means no purchase we have did of product Y. How many units of X we can purchase? Here we can see with the equation what is given there, that is X equals to M upon Px. I can repeat the question, the last question. 200 was the M there, and Px is the price. How much was the price? That was the 40. How many units quantity of X we can purchase? That is the 5 units of X we can purchase. That time we have decided. So that only the equation is there, and this itself is known as a constraint, which help us to learn the particular question. OA equals to, what is the line OA here? That OA line is the, here OA line you can see there in the first figure, we can see there, this is the OA line. Here what we are seeing, quantity of Y, and OB line quantity of X. How many units of B and A, one line is there, this is the budget line. This is the 200 rupees we can purchase. Here it is saying quantity of Y, how many units? 10 units. Suppose it is 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. In the next video I will be showing the equation and the graph.